Before the story really begins, understand where we are. This path was not part of the trap. It was built long after, by those who came searching for what the witches left behind. The monuments on either side are markers of passage, standing in fog like silent witnesses. Beyond them lie 4 graves, each bearing the name of an artist whose visions help shape the worlds of fantasy, monsters, heroes, and impossible places. For years, no one knew what had happened here. The chamber was not found in stone, nor in any ruin marked on a map. It was hidden inside a stolen memory, buried so deeply in the collective subconscious that even finding its outline took time. Ahead, where the fog lifts, the green pillars still burn beside the entrance, though not as brightly as when they were first created. Their magic long depleted after serving their original purpose. And below them lies the room where 3 hunted sisters made their final choice. But I get ahead of myself. First, I must relay their story. For months, the 3 sisters fled across the Flaners. Behind them rode the Justiciar of Foltus, a fanatical enforcer, wrapped in stark white robes and blinding self-righteous light. He was a lone wolf, obsessed and fueled by a holy vow to purge their witchcraft from the world. No matter how deep into the forest they ran, his divinely guided hounds found their trail. He never slept. He never slowed. The sisters knew that on this plane, escape was a dying illusion. If they fell, his blade would show no mercy. Exhausted and cornered at the edge of reality, the witches chose a desperate gamble. They didn't run into another kingdom. They reached deep into the collective subconscious and hid inside a stolen memory. But a memory is just a room with walls, and the Justiciar's light would eventually pierce it. Knowing their time was short, they combined their remaining magic to forge a final, definitive trap. To shroud the chamber from his holy senses, they raised 2 pillars of concealment. They looked like stone lampposts, bleeding a brilliant, sickly green light. The witches knew that the pillars would not hide them indefinitely. They just needed to hide long enough to implement their desperate plan. In the absolute center of this mind space, they raised a seamless chamber. They carved 3 distinct doors into the walls, each leading to a realm entirely alien to a world of swords and sorcery. They prepared the bait, stood back, and waited for the white light to arrive. Above each door, a sister carved her unique rune. The first door smelled of artificial chlorine. Behind it lay the pool rooms, an echoey, endless labyrinth of pristine blue tiles and stagnant, lukewarm water. The second door vibrated with a maddening hum. It opened into the backrooms, a sprawling expanse of damp yellow wallpaper and flickering fluorescent bulbs that defied all laws of physics. The third door led to Mallworld, an infinite, dead consumer paradise of empty storefronts and frozen escalators. These were endless worlds, harvested from a far-off dimension, places where the Justiciar's magic would be utterly useless. The Justiciar stormed the room. Instantly, a terrifying, howling vortex opened in the center, trying to suck him in. Fanatical to the end, he drove his blade into the floor, fighting the gravity with pure willpower until the portal snapped shut. Smiling righteously, he stepped through a door to hunt them forever. He never realized the howling vortex wasn't the trap. It was the exit, and the witches had already jumped through. While they lived the remainder of their days in relative safety, he spent his lost in the endless, liminal spaces on a fruitless hunt. And now you stand where the Justiciar stood. The chamber is yours to examine. You may approach the doors, study the runes, and look upon the 3 realms the sisters carved into this stolen memory. But do not wander too deeply beyond the thresholds. The pool rooms, the backrooms, and Mallworld are not passages in the ordinary sense. They do not end simply because you decide to turn around. People have entered places like these before. Not all of them found their way back. And remember this, no one knows which doorway the Justiciar chose. No record says whether he stepped into the water, the yellow halls, or the dead mall of endless glass and silence. So, if you cross into one of them, do not assume you are alone. As for the portal in the center of the room, there is little reason for concern. So much time has passed since the sisters escaped that whatever magic remained there is almost certainly spent. Almost certainly. Still, watch your step.